How many minutes does it take me to run a mile?
You.
Wait, let's just be honest. Let's just go ahead and say you won.
He will never.
You won because here's the first thing. Unless it's a zombie apocalypse, I'm
He
not
ain't
running
running
a
a
mile.
mile.
Right? And if I am having to run a mile, you've got to take minutes and change it to weeks. So this happened to us here just recently, and I'm sure it's happened to a lot of folks. So we had something delivered. I think it was Chewy. It was dog stuff.
Uh-huh.
And so we got a notification that it was delivered. However, the picture that they showed was not our porch.
Okay.
So we checked the porch. It's not on our porch. So we reached out to Chewy and said, okay, here's the situation.
Right.
Boom. They said, yes, we see that same picture. We understand that's not your porch. Okay. So they're going to take care of, hooking us back up.
Right.
The problem is the next morning, somewhere during the time we did this and sleeping and getting up,
Somebody delivered it?
Somebody delivered it, and I checked the cameras, and somebody delivered to the porch.
Did it look like a neighbor? I wonder if it went to a neighbor's house and then the neighbor brought it back over.
That's funny.
I've done that.
Okay, so we checked both our neighbors on either side of us, and
Right.
it wasn't on their porch either.
Well, it could be anybody in the neighborhood. I've got people that weren't next to me. They were on total other streets for whatever
See, now that's
reason.
what I don't understand.
Yeah.
I get maybe that you they were right next door or whatever and missed it that way. I don't get how you miss.
Yeah, I had somebody that was way down the street, but I still just walked it down there and dropped it off.
I have no idea where this person was.
Okay, but it came back. You
But
got
they were,
your
they were
delivery.
good people,
Yeah.
so they did a good thing. But now where the problem is
Chewy
Janet
sent another one.
Yeah. So Janet feels guilty about Chewy sending another one. And I'm like, well, what do you do? Because you're not trying to cheat Chewy.
No.
You had no idea these people, because let's be honest, a lot of times that stuff just goes to the trash.
Right. Yeah.
So thank goodness they were good people. But what would you do? Would you, I know me personally, I have taken stuff that's been delivered to us. I look at what the address is and I'll walk it down to them.
Yeah, that's what I do. If I get somebody's package, I'll just bring it to them. If it's my neighborhood, if it's way off and it's nowhere even in my neighborhood, I'll just put sender address not available, sender
Sure.
not at address,
Return to
whatever that
sender or
thing
something
you
like that. Yeah.
you put on there, and just send it back.
So the other, what would you do? So what do we do now with Chewy?
I think you just got 2 Chewy boxes, and I don't think you need to feel bad about it.
Okay, that's kind of what I was trying to figure out.
It's kind of like one of those things. Okay, so I do like the Walmart grocery delivery. Sometimes I get other people's stuff. Sometimes people get my stuff, I know, because I didn't get it. So if you contact Walmart, they'll tell you to just keep the stuff. Don't bother bringing it back.
Okay.
And then just to reorder the stuff that you were missing, and they refund you for what you didn't get. So I feel like for major corporations like that, it's actually more of a headache for them to process you sending something back than for you to just keep the value of the stuff. It was an honest mistake. You weren't trying to get double out of Chewy.
No.
I think that would be wrong to do.
Yeah.
But this was, it legitimately said it was delivered at your house. It was not delivered at your house. It's a normal thing to just say, hey, that delivery got dropped off at the wrong place, and for a company to replace it. You just happen to have a good Samaritan that dropped your box off afterwards, which was very nice.
So you're saying that we should not feel guilty?
No.
Because, we really were not trying to cheat anybody.
Well, and I think if you took the time to call Chewy back and say, here's what happened, we actually did get our box the day, they'd be like, just keep it.
Just keep it?
Yeah, so I don't think you need to worry about it. Because I did go through the rigmarole of what do I do? I have people's stuff that's not mine,
Yeah,
and it feels
yeah.
wrong. But, it's fine.
Okay.
They don't care.
I'm
I
glad
think
you at
you're
least
good.
said that it felt wrong to you, too, because that's kind of we were like, oh, yeah.
It feels a little wrong, but you didn't do anything wrong. That's an honest mistake.
All right, we say this to you all the time when you guys are listening to this. We have a comment section. I'd love to hear what you guys would do. And maybe even tell us if we should feel guilty, shouldn't.
Yeah.
And maybe you work for one of these companies. You could even say, yeah, that's what we would do. We would tell you to keep it.
I think you can just take the pressure off, Jeff. I think you're okay.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
So news is just all over the place at the moment. Pretty depressing. I don't want to focus on that. Really brings your mood down, spending too much time online. I don't think it's healthy for us to do. So what do we do instead? How do we spend our time? I found myself doing it's not that weird, but it's a little weird. So comfort TV. I think a lot of people watch comfort TV. We have our shows from childhood we rewatch, or, it's just those things that you turn on. It's familiar voices. You like it in the background. And I have a ton of those shows. But then I started going down this YouTube rabbit hole of 90s sitcom retrospectives. So they go through the entire series, talk about the entire series. And I was like, oh yeah, I forgot. I watched some of these and I haven't even thought about them in years. And I have a whole list of ones that I'm like, I need to go back and maybe rewatch them and see if I still like them. But the first one I jumped into, Empty Nest.
No.
Do you remember Empty Nest?
Yes.
It's a spinoff of the Golden Girls. This is nothing I should have been watching in the
gosh.
90s. I had to have been maybe like 9 or 10 when this was actually airing. And I think it went for like 3 or 4 seasons. But as soon as I turned it on, I was like, I know this theme song. I must have watched it quite a bit to remember that much of Empty Nest. But it's like, this is such a sitcom. You know what I mean? Like, they just don't make them like that anymore. They're dumb and charming and simple, and I don't know. They just feel good to watch. And since this isn't one that I've seen over and over again, like a lot of my comfort shows, it's just, I remember it just enough to be a really good comfort. So then I went through trying to find some other ones that I want to watch, and Parker Lewis Can't Lose. Do you remember that one?
That one too.
Loved, Corin Nimmick. I had the hugest crush on Corin Nimmick because of Parker Lewis. So I want to rewatch those. I saw that those are on YouTube as well. Another one that I watched a lot of, Dinosaurs.
No.
It was in the TGIF lineup. The
You're
Jim
talking
Henson.
about Gotta Love Me.
Yeah, I'm the baby. That one. Okay, but in the retrospective, I watched it and it's like there's a lot more going on in there for adults than I realized when I was a kid, and I got the not the mama stuff. So I kind of want to rewatch it as an adult because it's supposed to just be really trippy and weird and kind of talking to adults anyway. So now I want to rewatch it.
I don't know.
No, you're not down for Dinosaurs?
That would, yeah, maybe, but yeah, okay.
Just give it a shot. I mean,
Just give it a shot.
they had the gall to kill off everybody at the end. I mean, you should have known they're dinosaurs.
Oh yeah,
But
I mean, we already know what's going to happen.
it's a children's show where they just catastrophic at the end. I can't believe they did it. I can't wait to see it. And I'm like, maybe it'll be even more impactful if I watch the whole series again.
Maybe that's what they should have done to Lost. Just kill them all off.
Maybe so.
Been a better ending.
Yeah, maybe so. A lot of people had issues with that. I need to rewatch Lost.
You got another one you want to throw out?
Oh yeah, I got a whole list of them. Third Rock from the Sun.
Yeah.
I remember watching several episodes of that.
That was
I loved
good.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt at the time. It was age appropriate.
He was so young in that, man.
I know, but he was my age when
Yeah.
I was watching it, so I loved it. My So-Called Life. I really liked that. I remember liking My So-Called Life when it ran. And then Living Single.
Oh,
Which is another one.
Yeah.
I wonder if it'll hit different now that I'm a single adult than it did when I was a teenager watching Living Single.
It is so funny to hear the I don't know if you want to call it a rabbit hole or what, but the offshoot of what people will stream when they're looking for things. And because I keep telling you, and I know it's my algorithm, but I keep telling you on my Prime, Hogan's Hero still shows that it's trending. And I know it's because I've actually watched it, but I'm telling you, it's got to be nationwide. I cannot have that much influence.
I promise you, Hogan's Heroes is not trending.
It's trending. It says it right there. The whole bar says trending, and it shows it.
Well, Empty Nest is also trending for me, which seems real unlikely that it actually is. That's all I'm saying. So if you're looking for some way to maybe just escape into something else, go back to some shows from when you were younger that you watched, but you haven't really rewatched. I mean, there's just something about 90s sitcoms. It's so comforting.
I get that. And I think that's what is so funny about our age difference. We're not that far apart, but we're far enough apart. But I was going to say, what does it say about hey, let's try this, that I've watched Hogan's Heroes. And these show up on my watch again, you know? Space 1999, UFO, the series.
Wow,
I mean,
Jeff.
I have some that I would be, honestly, I would be blown away if anybody in the comments would say, I know what you're talking about. Because I'm sure those are shows people have no clue. But they're trending for me.
They're really, really trendy shows.
The nation wants to see these. Stop it.
Would they be on your list of comfort? Did any, as I was saying these, did any pop out to you that you're like, oh, you know, I did watch that and I haven't seen it in years and I wonder if I'd still like it?
For me, it would probably, if you're going to go down that road, it would probably have to be something like Home Improvement, you know?
Oh, yeah.
I think I'd still enjoy that.
It holds up pretty well. Have you not rewatched it?
I haven't. And I was
It's
just because I
good.
was afraid it wasn't going to hold up.
No, it
But
actually,
you say
I
it
mean,
does?
it's definitely a 90s sitcom. You're going to watch it and be like, this
Okay.
isn't current. But I mean, like, I still love it. I really have a soft spot for Home Improvement.
But see, it's kind of funny. I don't know that I've really thought about the sitcom because when I think about 90s, I'm thinking about the X-Files and some of the stuff like that.
Well, I
The
mean,
more-
My So-Called Life isn't exactly a sitcom. But
Right. I mean, stuff that I wouldn't put in a sitcom, but I would love and have rewatched.
I do want to rewatch X-Files. Haven't rewatched the entire series since like the early 2000s. So it's been like 20 years. I'd like to rewatch
Well,
that
remember,
too.
I told you I invested a lot of time to wrap up the 6 seasons of Grimm.
Yeah, you did.
And now,
Yeah, you did.
And I found out there's a Grimm podcast.
Oh, no.
I think it's called After Grimm. But anyway.
I'm sure your wife's like, great.
Oh,
here goes this now.
Yes. But I got to tell you, I'm loving the podcast.
Of course you are.
Okay, we got to quit.
That's the next step down is I'm going to be looking up Empty Nest podcast.
I am
rewatch
sounding so much like a dork. We got to move on.
I did look up the Scrubs rewatch podcast.
Did you?
Yesterday. Literally just yesterday.
See?
Anyway.
Go.
Okay, go ahead.
I wanted to talk about, I got to take a trip down memory lane over the weekend. There was a volleyball tournament with my granddaughter at my old high school, Bethany High School.
Uh-huh.
And it was so bizarre because I've told you before, the high school that I graduated in was still Bethany, but the actual buildings.
Right, it's different.
The school no longer exists.
They knocked down your building.
The
yeah.
church bought the property and built new buildings. And so going in there is just
It's a totally
weird.
different high school in
Yeah,
the
it's
same
just
spot
weird.
that your high school.
And yet they still have all these, what am I trying to say? Not rules. Gosh dang it. Whatever. Awards or stuff that people got, records. That's what I was trying to say. And you're like, I know that guy, and whatever. And so it still has the feel of the old high school, but it's just not my school.
Right.
So anyway, my wife and my daughter were like, hey, your senior picture's probably here somewhere, right? And I'm like, yeah. So we were going through, and all of a sudden I see these doors that say do not enter. And I'm like, I bet you it's in there.
So you entered?
So, yeah, I did. I did. And I thought, surely I'm not going to get in trouble. I can tell somebody I used to go to school anyway.
Sure. Well, that allows you to go wherever you want.
So I opened the door, and we're walking in there, and sure enough, there's somebody in there. And they go, can I help you? And I said, yeah, I graduated here like so long ago. They're probably not even here, but I was just curious if the senior pictures are hanging on the wall. Well, yes, they are. Come here. And then, so we found it.
Uh-huh.
And then what was so fun for my wife and my daughter, they were like, hey, wait, didn't like your whole family go here? So
you found everybody?
They got to see all the cousins. And when I say whole family, guys, I mean the whole family. My dad, my uncles.
Wow, that's really cool.
All still hanging up in. And while we're doing that, this is just what is so weird. Some lady walks up and goes, you guys need any help? And so we told them. And she goes, yeah, what's your name? Well, I threw my name out there. I know you and your family. And so I'm telling you, my family looked at me like, how do you know all these people?
You're Bethany legend. I mean, we get it in the studio all the time. People calling and be like, I think that my so-and-so went to high school with your so-and-so. If it wasn't you, it was somebody that you knew.
Okay, well, the whole reason I brought all this up is a long story to get there, is Bethany has a Hall of Fame. I'm not in it. I haven't even been asked to be nominated or what's going on?
How do you get in? Do they have to pick you?
I don't know.
How many more years in radio do you need to do to qualify for this?
Am I going to get it like posthumously because I'm going to have to die before somebody goes, oh yeah, that guy went to school here?
Is there a list of like famous Bethany High School alumni?
Well, yeah, don't look that up because then I really know why I'm not in there because I haven't done anything that these people have done.
What have they done?
Well, Shannon Lucid was an astronaut. She's been to space.
Okay, all right. Well,
I can't compete with that.
What else you got? All right, an astronaut.
Right?
What else you got going on?
I just say
here?
stupid things on the radio. She went to space. Who cares?
Let's see.
By the way, Dr. Lucid, I don't really mean that.
I'm trying to find. I don't know. I can't find any more of that. Can I nominate you? Is this a nomination process?
Oh.
Does it have to be from a past Bethany
I don't
person?
know, but I'm looking at the camera because I just realized you guys could help.
Yeah.
We could have all you podcast listeners.
Look, you're even wearing your
I'm wearing
Bethany
my purple.
color right now.
Bethany Broncos.
All right. Well, I don't know if it's a nomination process or how to go about this.
You're a Bronco.
But I
Bronchos.
I think in this day and age, if we just make a big enough fuss about it online, you can pretty much get what you want, right? So if we just do this, we encourage Bethany High School to add you to the Hall of Fame. They'll feel the pressure to do it, right? Is this how you?
That's kind of what I was hoping for.
Okay,
I still don't think I stand a chance in where.
We can start. I mean, Jeff, I think you do. No shade to Bethany High School or all, but I think you're probably one of the more famous people to come out of there.
Yeah, I don't think so.
You've named one other. I think.
I'm sure if
35 years in Oklahoma City morning radio probably earned you a little bit something in Oklahoma City.
She read that just like I wrote it.
Not saying you're the biggest deal ever. I just think maybe Bethany High School is a bar that you can clear. Maybe I could have made it onto my Hall of Fame if my high school still existed. So there's that.
All right. Well, I'm just trying.
I'm trying to think of other famous alumni. My most famous, I think, is a producer for a news program at the
I'll tell you
moment,
what's so bad is Dr. Schellenberger said that I would never be able to be in the Hall of Fame because he swears I didn't really graduate because I didn't pass biology. It's not the truth. I have the records. I went back and double checked. I was going to say, do we need to double check
that diploma?
Yeah, I did.
And not say that it's like a temporary diploma?
It does not.
Okay, just making sure. All right, are you ready to see how well we know each other?
Yeah.
I need to add some jazzy music. We need to get like a real fill-in music here.
That's not really good jazzy. Yeah, you're the freaking podcast editor. You can do this.
Okay, I'll put in something really fancy.
I mean, every time I say it, you're like, I can do that in post. Well, do it in post.
Fine, Jeff.
All right, so the game is actually called Do Your Friends Even Know Each Other?
Yes. I usually have you go first, so maybe I should go first this
time? Do
it. See who wins. Hold on, I got to get ready to keep score, and I'll run it past you.
I still don't think you keep score right, but anyway.
Oh, I got to think about this.
That's a tough one.
What restaurant do I go to the most?
Wow.
Oh, I actually do know the answer to this one, and it's probably not what you think, but there's a reason.
Honestly, I'm just going to say I have no clue because I really don't.
It's actually Sonic for a couple reasons. One, there's one right by my house. You can order on the app, then you get half-price drinks. So sometimes I just need a little beverage, slide through and get a beverage on my way home. Or there's one on the way to the pottery studio. I don't come prepared to have a drink on the way to the pottery studio, so I'll throw that in. And while I'm at it, might as well get like a little wrap or something like that. So yes, by far I order from Sonic the most. I wouldn't say that that's my favorite restaurant or anything, but for drinks... Because occasionally I'll just be thirsty and I want a half-price drink rolling through. It's just easier to go.
Yeah, I'm actually glad that I went with I had no clue because if I'd even tried, I wouldn't have gotten close.
Now my question. Now I have to answer this for you, for me. Though. I feel like for a while there it was Hidalgo's, but I don't think that it is currently. I don't know where you're ordering from currently from your DoorDash. And does DoorDash count as a restaurant?
I was going to say, first of all, we have cut so far back on that it's if you were to say like today, that wouldn't be fair because we haven't really DoorDashed.
Are you sure? Because last time I brought this up around Janet, she started laughing. She's like, "Yes, we do DoorDash." So,
nah, man, she made a mean pot of chicken and rice last night.
Nice. So, what is your restaurant though?
Probably Charleston's.
Oh,
yeah,
guess.
Yeah, probably Charleston's.
All right, no point.
Okay, what brand would I most want to be a
Nike.
Brand ambassador
Nike.
for? That's not even fair.
Nike, followed by Hey Dude.
I'm wearing it right now.
I've heard you recommend both to people.
Yes.
Now, for me, that's a hard question.
It is, but just to confirm that she knows this so well, I have a Nike shirt, Nike shorts, Nike socks, Nike shoes on right now.
And he could have said that on any given day, probably, unless there was an OU shirt on instead, which also probably would have been Nike.
You know what? And I don't know that it would be. I don't know that it really counts because it's not really their brand. But I'm going to go Thunder. You have more Thunder wear than probably anybody I know. You're wearing one right now.
Yeah, I do have a lot of Thunder shirts.
I mean, you have enough that you said you could make a quilt out of.
Yeah, I mean, it's all the playoff shirts. I need to make a playoff quilt shirt.
So what I'm saying is I know it's not a brand like Adidas or Nike, but
I don't even.
And if I knew the brand of your leggings, that might be the brand.
I don't even know the brand of my I'm not like a brand purist.
Right.
I don't really care if it's comfortable, I'll wear it. I don't know if Thunder counts as a brand.
Well,
go buy some Thunder brand clothes.
Yeah, well, I said that going into it.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we got no points on that one.
No
what
points.
do you think? No points for anybody?
Sure, whatever.
Okay.
Makes you happy. She's got to win.
Fine, I'll give you a point, Jeff.
Fine. She get no points.
Be noted, I asked. What's the first thing I would do in a zombie apocalypse?
Give in.
Hey!
You have said many times over that if a zombie apocalypse happens, you're done.
That is.
So I'm saying give in.
I mean, that is correct, but I'm going to go find my loved ones, and I'm at least going to throw my body in front of them first, so maybe they have a fighting chance. I'm going to die for a reason, at least.
Okay.
My thought was I'm going to go find my loved ones.
I still think give in is the answer, but okay.
What would you do in a zombie apocalypse? I don't know. Go in your hidey hole? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. No, I'm going to do everything.
Hunker down?
I'm going to do everything to try to make it through. I've already got, this is so funny because when Walking Dead was at its peak, like I had it figured out how to zombie-proof the house and where to go to get ammo and all that kind of stuff.
So you're prepping to survive is what you're going to do.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know that getting your hidey hole counts as that. Does it count as that, Jeff? You tell me if I get the point or not.
Sure. Yeah, because the way
What? No. Okay, no points for me. Nobody gets any points. Oh, fine.
Okay. I love doing this. Who was the last person I called on my phone?
It's been a minute since you called me. I'm going to say your mom.
Oh, that's a good guess.
You do talk to your mom.
That's not correct.
Janet?
That's correct.
Oh, I should have gone with the obvious answer first.
I'm going to say Beth for you. Your best friend.
I actually have to check and see the last person I called. I ain't got a clue.
Might have been
who
mom
I've
and
been
dad.
talking to. Well, okay. Are we counting people that are my friends or businesses? Because I've been talking to my physical therapist quite a bit, but the actual friend is Beth. Is the last person I talked to on the phone. I'm giving you the point.
I was gonna say,
I'm
that's
giving
your
you the
call.
point on that one.
Okay.
All right. Oh, okay. What would the perfect birthday gift for me be? What would be the perfect birthday gift for me? That's a much better way of saying
For you?
For me.
For you.
What, if you're getting for me, what should you get me?
Well, I know what to get you for Christmas. I always get you socks.
I do like socks. Yes.
I was going to be ornery, and since you're single, I was going to say a man.
That'd be nice. I'm gonna give you a little hint, a hintaroo. It's nothing that is specific. It's not like perfume or something. It's like it's a little more broad than that. It's more of an idea, a concept. Now I've really thrown you off.
Yeah. A perfect day then? Date thing?
It's just something handmade or thoughtfully made.
Okay.
Like it could be a playlist, which isn't necessarily something that you make, but you put together yourself. Or you can make me pottery. A friend drew me a picture of a goth sloth for my birthday. Absolutely love it. That is my love language. Just things that you put time and effort into, maybe even with your own little hands. I love it.
So the gift card I give you doesn't count.
I love gift cards and I love socks. I love the other thing. My second one would just be practical gifts. Gift cards and socks are practical. I want things that I can use that I wouldn't necessarily treat myself to, like new fluffy socks when I have socks that work fine but are just not as fluffy.
I was gonna say that is one of the things I think is so amazing about you is just you can do a practical and you're good.
I love practical gifts. That would have worked too. Practical or thoughtful. For you, I always get you DoorDash. DoorDash, Nike. We've already covered your love for those things. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with that. I think both of you're kind of a guy that if you want it and it's affordable, you'll just get it. So
that's
you're kind of hard to shop for in that way.
Well, and I think I'm hard to answer that way too, because it's just like, oh well, I already got that.
Yeah, that's why I was like, well, he's gonna buy Nike and he's gonna DoorDash, so this way at least covering some
I'm gonna go ahead and give you the point because I don't know that I could even say what would be the gift because. Yeah. Usually when people ask me what I want, I'm like, look, I don't really need anything.
You got everything you need, so I'll just try to cover something I know you're going to buy for yourself.
If you give a gift card for food, that's always good. I mean, because you got to eat.
That's true.
So, yeah.
Or, if you run across an Oscar Mayer weenie whistle
that was one of the best gifts. You have made my day with that whistle.
Sometimes you see a weenie whistle and you just think, Jeff.
Yes.
And you got to get it. So something maybe that people see and think of you, like a weenie whistle.
Yeah, or anything SpongeBob.
Or anything SpongeBob. Yeah, my mom got you a SpongeBob.
She did.
And
it's over there in the corner.
So you're easy to shop for, kind of.
Yeah.
Anyway,
All right.
The results show that I won.
Well, we're not done.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, you can tie it up here.
I'm sure the results are going to show that she's won. How many minutes does it take me to run a mile? Wait, let's just be honest. Let's just go ahead and say you won.
He will never.
You won because here's the first thing. Unless it's a zombie apocalypse, I'm not running a mile. Right? And if I am having to run a mile, you've got to take minutes and change it to weeks.
Realistically, as somebody who knows how fast running a mile kind of looks like, because I do that pretty frequently, I think you could run a mile today. 1 mile. I think you could do it in 12 to 13 minutes.
That may be.
I think somewhere in there, in that neighborhood, maybe 12, 14, somewhere in there.
That's probably close because I think I was like back in the day when I was actually in good shape and not old enough that, breathing just is difficult.
Yeah.
I think I ran a 7 or 8 minute mile.
Yeah. My fastest mile ever was 7.5 minutes.
Yeah.
So that's moving. I mean, for these short legs, that's really trekking. Do you know my average mile? What I run on generally?
10.
Oh, thanks. I used to have 10 sub 10s. These days, I'm getting a little older. We're hitting about 11, 15 now. But hey, I'm still running is what because it's exhausting to get those numbers under 10. So
Yes.
I have just convinced myself, hey, girl, you're still running. And that's what counts, even though these numbers are getting slower and slower. Still faster than Jeff's. And I still won.
Yeah, I knew she would. She'd keep score. So something wrong with this.